Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raven and today I will be posting my first crochet tutorial. So I've decided to make a tutorial for a plushie hammock. I've seen a lot of them on Pinterest, and so I decided to kind of formulate a pattern to make one similar to the ones I found. So the materials you'll be needing are just three things. All you'll need are a ball of yarn, the color of your choice, a crochet hook, and some scissors. So this pattern is fairly simple. I would say that it is pretty beginner friendly. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start off our hammock, we're going to start with our yarn. Going to make a knot like so, and then we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're looking at our 4 chains. We're going to slip stitch into this first chain. So this one, slip stitch, just pull through both the loops, and we should have something that looks like this. So next we're going to chain 4 again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to make a double crochet into this loop that we've made. So to make a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And so we should have what looks like this. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to make another double crochet into this same loop. So another double crochet, like so. And you should have 2 little circle-shaped things inside of this loop. So every time we start another row, we're going to chain 4. So chain 1, 2, 3, and 4, like so. Turn your work, and we're going to repeat what we did for the first row by making 1 double crochet inside of the loops. We're not making it on top of these chains, we're making them in the actual loops, so we're going to go into here. So 1 double crochet. We're always going to chain 2 between our stitches, make another double crochet. So since we need to increase in order to get the size of our hammock, we're going to chain 2 at the end of each row, and we're going to increase into these chain spaces. So as you can see, we have our 4 chain spaces here. We're going to always make a double crochet inside of our second chain space. So we have 1, 2, make a double crochet into that space, like so. And as you can see, it makes it wider so that we can get the size of our hammock. So we're going to keep repeating this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work, double crochet into the loop, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, oops, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. So now that we're at the end of our row, we're going to do what we did last row, chain 2, find our second chain space and make a double crochet. And as you can see, each row it gets a little bit wider. So we're going to be continuing this same stitch over and over until you get your desired length. For my hammock that I have hanging on my wall right now, I believe I made around 40 rows of this pattern. And then at the end, I chained 1, fastened off, and then that was the end of the project. So I'm just gonna keep doing a few more rows with you guys, just so we could get the hang of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, turn your work, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. So this pattern actually works up very fast. The hammock I made, I worked on it on and off between 2 days. I for sure could have finished it faster, but being as I do work on the side, I was just doing it between work. And the total number of skeins I used for mine was, I had these sized cakes of yarn. I was using a much thinner yarn. I used about 2 of those. I would recommend using a thicker yarn like this just because I feel like it's more sturdy. It works up a lot faster. The yarn that I had was something similar to this, so very thin, but regardless, I still really enjoyed making it. So we're just gonna keep continuing this pattern. It's fairly simple, easy to remember. I feel the only difficult part would be the ending, where you have to find your chain 2 space. So as you can see, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I'm gonna show you mine for reference just so you could see what the final product will look like. So for reference, this is my hammock. Let me step back. Like I said, it was around 40-ish rows. I did use a very thin yarn. I don't know if you guys can tell, but for what I did is I just kept crocheting until I got this desired size. I for sure could have gone bigger, but I feel like this is a perfect fit for this corner of my room. I just hang a few plushies on there, as you can see, and then to hang it up, I just use these clear thumbtacks that I got at Target. I put them at each of these points that are in our hammock because it's going to make a triangle shape. And I feel like it's been holding up pretty well. To hide the thumbtacks, I kind of just put this capybara there. But yeah. So that's the finished product right there. I'm feeling like I might make one in a darker color for my other room, just, you know, because it's such a fun pattern and it works up very quickly. So, you know, yeah. Okay, so like I said, this pattern is really simple. You just continue doing this, chaining 4, turning your work, and then making double crochets into these loops. You could really make this as big or as small as you wanted. I just wanted something that was a little medium size for my corner of my room, just to hold a few plushies. It's more of like a decorative piece for me, not really, you know. But I do think this is a really fun, easy beginner project. It's a great project to make for other people, like for gifts, you know. Really simple, and honestly it's a great stash buster. Like, I used 2 skeins of my cakes, and I'm trying to go through all my yarn before I move, so it's perfect. You know, and depending on the weight of yarn that you use, that will depend, you know, how much yarn you actually end up using for the whole project. But I do feel like it is a pretty good stash buster, especially if you make a pretty decent sized one. So just continue doing this pattern over and over until you get your desired size. And yeah, I'd love for you guys to go check out my Instagram. I post on there a few times a week. I post more like photos of my work that I don't show on YouTube. So if you're interested in seeing some projects that I haven't posted to YouTube yet, or if you just need some project inspiration, go check out my Instagram handle. It's the same as my YouTube, but I'll still put it on the screen so you guys can reference it. And I'd love for you guys to go check out my content, give a follow. I'd love to meet some new people in the crochet community. So thank you guys for watching my tutorial. Let me know if you guys have any tutorials you would want specifically for me to make. I do have a few in mind, but it's always good to hear feedback from what you guys want. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one.